Thanks to all of you that tweeted your questions for this hashtag Royal Rumble Q&A. In fact, there were so many questions that I'm splitting this up into 2 parts. So there you go. So this part will be up today. The next part will be up the next day. Just so that way you know. So no need to send any more Royal Rumble questions. I got a ton of them. The next Q&A topic, that'll be next Wednesday, will be the hashtag Batista Q&A. Please don't send any questions in until Sunday night or Monday morning after the Royal Rumble has concluded. Any questions before then probably won't get answered because they'll get buried behind all the other questions that'll get asked. So just wait until Sunday night after the Royal Rumble or Monday morning, preferably Monday. Wipe the slate clean, start off a new week, and send in your hashtag Batista Q&A questions. Time to get going on this Q&A, though. Part 1 of the Royal Rumble Q&A. At that damn Ashley, near and dear to my heart. She better be nice to Summer, is all I got to say. Make sure you guys give her a follow on Twitter, too. Yes. And whenever she gets her YouTube channel up, I'll make sure to plug that, too, so that way you guys can check her out. Maybe you'll get some funny stories about Smokey on there. Who knows? Do you think there should ever be a Divas Royal Rumble match? I think maybe they should do more Divas hardcore matches, like maybe a Money in the Bank Divas match, or more tables or chairs or ladder matches with the Divas. But Divas Royal Rumble match, no. Not even like Divas Battle Royals, because I like the fact that the Royal Rumble is a completely unique once-a-year experience, and I think having any more matches of it just diminishes its uniqueness. At JGore492, do you feel that Daniel Bryan needs to win the Royal Rumble? No, I do not. It'd be nice if he did for a lot of people, but I don't think he needs to win it. At John the JDM, since Reigns and Bryan are the 2 stars being pushed now, would making them 1 and 2 have been a good idea, and making them last to the final 2 been a good idea? I don't know if Roman Reigns could go from number 2 and go all the way to the end. I don't know if he could pull that off or carry that off. It'd be tremendous if he could. Obviously, Daniel Bryan, I'm sure could. That's not an issue to me. It would have been an okay idea, but I would favor more of Daniel Bryan entering in at a 1 or a 2, or like what they did with CM Punk entering in number 1, have Daniel Bryan maybe go number 2. But introduce Roman Reigns a little bit later in the show after some people have already got in there, because part of the purpose of what I want to do with Roman Reigns is get him over like a monster and have him eliminate a bunch of people. The best way to have him eliminate a bunch of people is to have a bunch of people in the ring already. And should Roman Reigns win the Rumble and or break Kane's record? Break Kane's record, yes, I firmly believe that. Win the Rumble, if he does, cool. If he doesn't, I'm not going to be mad. And Nebek Sid, who was most and least deserving of winning the Rumble? Maybe Luger in 94 was the least deserving, most deserving. Taker in 2007. Who benefited the most from a strong performance at the Rumble? Strong, I'm going to take to mean dominant. In that case, it would be Diesel, Kevin Nash in 94. There have been other guys that went a long way that have benefited, but ultimately, that's the standout performance that seemed to really help a character establish him as a big-time deal for the future. At Willie_Haywood3, who's the best and worst Royal Rumble match winners? Best and worst. Worst Royal Rumble match winner probably be Alberto Del Rio in 2011. Maybe Luger in 94. I could also throw back to Nebek Sid's question. ADR in 2011 might have been least deserving of winning the Rumble. Best winners, I mean, you've got so many great performers over the years that won it. Hogan won it twice. Austin won it 3 times. The Rock won it. Flair won it. Those are some of the best. Taker won it. Best. Bret Hart won it. Shawn Michaels won it. So some of the best of all time in WWE standpoints have won the Royal Rumble match. At Off Duty Nerds, do you think Zombie Chris Benoit will show up in the Royal Rumble match? What's he going to do? Be trying to tap out everybody? He didn't tap. Yeah, he'll show up right after Dino Bravo's ghost. Get out of here. At John Trudell, does CM Punk need to win the Rumble match in order to be in the main event at WrestleMania this year? Excuse me. Yes, I would assume so, but he's not going to win the Rumble, so he's not going to be in the main event, and that's fine. Triple H needs a Mania payout, brother. At MC Big Bird, which surprise participant surprised you the most in past Rumbles? Surprise entrant that surprised me the most. Maybe Mr. Perfect back in the day. That would be one that stands out to me. That was a nice, pleasant surprise. It's really hard to have a big surprise for the Rumble now because it usually gets spoiled beforehand. At Confi Burgess, what was your favorite Royal Rumble return? Mr. Perfect would be one. Kevin Nash in 2011 was pretty damn cool as well, so that'd be another one that ranks up there. What was your favorite title match at the Royal Rumble? The 92 Royal Rumble match, easily, not even close. Nothing else measures up. At BW Roses, what would your reaction be if AJ Styles was a surprise entrant in the Rumble? I think it'd be cool as shit. That'd be pretty awesome. For those of us that know who AJ Styles is, that'd be pretty cool. And who do you see as the Final Four in the Rumble match? Probably Reigns, Batista, maybe somebody like Sheamus, maybe Punk goes all the way to the Final Four. Just a thought. At Dragon Nightboy, do you think the 2013 Rumble match was the most predictable ever because everybody knew Cena was going to win? No, I don't. I don't know if you could say one is the most predictable because 2002, everybody knew Triple H was going to win. 98, everybody knew Austin was going to win. 2009, everybody knew Orton was going to win. It's one of the most predictable. It's definitely in that class, but I don't know if it's necessarily the absolute most predictable ever. Mr. Griff and the AJ Fanboy both asked me what my favorite Royal Rumble match itself is ever. Because Mr. Griff says he tends to favor the 92 Rumble match. And in terms of pure Rumble matches, it's 92, and then everybody else is battling it out for second place. Completely agree. At S_Packard says V2. Who is your least favorite Royal Rumble winner and why? Alberto Del Rio. Because he can't get a fucking reaction. He is boring as shit to me. At Matt Prod, should the WWE have ever let Mick Foley win the Royal Rumble? If so, what year would it have worked? Yeah, he's one of those guys that you could make an argument for winning the Rumble. And most likely 2000 would have been the year. Like, you could have built a whole story around the fact that Mick Foley, before he left the company, he would even maybe put his career on the line at WrestleMania instead of doing it earlier, only did not really do it. You could have sat there and had Foley win the Rumble and say his dream was always to main event WrestleMania and have a shot at the title. Would have been a really good story. At AGS WWE, do you think they should bring back qualifying matches? Fuck yeah, I can't believe they don't have them. It's a way to get some guys that don't get television time. It's a way to build some other guys some momentum and establish some other guys and build some additional interest in an easy way heading into the Rumble. You got all these people making appearances every week on the show. Why can't you have some Rumble matches? Ties into the pay-per-view. Absolutely. At Lucid LJ, who do you think will have the standout performance at this year's Rumble? Roman Reigns, more likely than not, unless CM Punk goes number one and starts number one and goes to the Final Four. And what's your favorite Rumble moment? A favorite Rumble moment of all time would have to be Hogan and Warrior in their face-off in 90. The teasing of the Mega Power split between Hogan and Macho Man in 89 ranks somewhere in there too, probably in the top 5. At Larrica Nerd, how would you book the comedy segment of the Royal Rumble match since every Rumble has one? I'd bring back Hurricane Helms this year and I'd have him try to chokeslam Batista and Roman Reigns. That would be fucking hilarious. Or maybe you'd even have Santino Marella come out and try and beat his previous record for his shortest time in a Rumble. At Motorhead 94, who do you predict will steal the show in this year's Royal Rumble match? More likely than not, Roman Reigns. At Blue Goblin 01, what would you classify as the 3 greatest moments in Royal Rumble history? 3 greatest moments in Rumble history would have to include, for me, my favorite, greatest, whatever. Flair winning the belt in 92 has to be one of them. Hogan, Warrior, stare down in 90. Hogan and Savage, and what happened in 89 would be another one. Those would be some of the ones that stand out to me. Taker winning it in 2007 definitely ranks high up there as well. How much would you mark out if Jeff Jarrett came back in a Rumble match to get thrown out like Muhammad Hassan did? Nothing involving Jeff Jarrett necessitates a mark-out moment. I don't care if everybody ran out from the locker room area to eliminate that mid-card piece of shit. It's not worth marking out for. I don't care if Chuck Norris came out as the next entrant after Jeff Jarrett to give him a freaking roundhouse kick and eliminate him that way. Wouldn't matter to me. Fuck Jeff Jarrett. At T. Broomy, besides Hogan or Warrior, who would you like to see make a surprise appearance at the Rumble? I've talked about it in a video already on the channel, Jake the Snake Roberts and Hurricane Helms and Eugene, but Sting would be at the top of the list. At Martin Hall, 1982, what other rules do you think the Rumble could benefit from? What other rules do I think the Rumble could have benefited from? One might be you could do some type of like second chance drawing where numbers 1 through 29 have entered, and then anybody that's been eliminated um, between before the time, excuse me, that number 29 entered, anybody up to that point that has been eliminated can have their number redrawn to re-enter at number 30. Kind of like a second chance drawing, a second chance at romance. What else could it be? Maybe that you can't go out through the ropes yourself, because if you do, you eliminate yourself. I don't know, but that's one I could think of the most. Maybe is to have a second chance thing. At Glee_Chan, do you think any NXT talent will debut for real at the Rumble this year? No, I really don't. I'd be surprised, frankly, if they did. Doesn't make that a bad thing, but I would be really surprised if they did. At Caleb is God, what would be your thoughts if Michael Jordan entered the Rumble in 2014 with a baseball bat? I suppose that's pretty funny, huh? Real cute, Caleb. Real cute. Obviously, Mr. I'll put you up to this. These highfalutin shenanigans. Michael Jordan never played baseball. What's next? You're going to ask me if Michael Jordan entered the 2015 Royal Rumble with a Washington Wizards jersey. What would your thoughts be on that? Shut up. He never played baseball, and he never played for the Washington Wizards. Excuse me. Excuse me. Never did. Anything you've ever seen, any images you've ever seen, it's all lies and media propaganda. If you've ever claimed or purported to hear Michael Jordan talk about either one of these two things, it's CGI stuff. It's fake. Okay? Let's get that crystal clear. Michael Jordan entering the Rumble with a baseball bat. Stupid, fucking stupid. Damn it. Now you pissed me off. This is the cutoff point here. Everybody thank Caleb is God. This was the predetermined cutoff point, no matter what his question pertained to. So again, tomorrow will be part 2 of the Q&A. Answer the rest of the Royal Rumble questions, and then next week, like I said, next Wednesday will be the hashtag Batista Q&A. You can start submitting your questions on Monday the 27th for that Q&A. Thanks to all you guys that submitted your questions for this one. You know, like I said, there were so many of them, I decided to do it in 2 parts. Some good questions this time.